Mustache Tales.
Yeah!
I wanted to, here's a tale to start, because I want your input on this. I'm a little befuddled by what happened to me yesterday. I'm down here in Atlanta, and I had a full stomach, and I ate some lunch. And I came back, and a friend had made me a prepared lunch with ribs and chicken and potatoes and corn on the cob. So I was driving home in Atlanta, and I was looking to, maybe give this meal away to someone who's hungry. And I'm driving down the street, right? And I put an orange soda in there and a water. And the woman I was driving with was this woman, Jacqueline. And she told me that you can't help everyone, but that God tells you who to help. You'll feel a connection with someone. So I thought that's a really beautiful concept. Let's put that to the test. So I'm driving around, and I see this woman on a park bench. I pull over. I get out of the car. And, I understand that I'm a tall, big guy, and I don't want to be threatening. So I kind of come up on the level, a little low. And I present the meal to her. I say, how are we doing today? And I start talking with her, and I look at her toenails. She's barefoot, and her toenails are long. They're so long, they've wrapped around her foot almost, like they've become curved. And she has an IV, like she just had an IV. She's got a little bandage on her arm. And I said, are you hungry? Would you like some food? And she immediately asked me, well, what is it? That was her opening question. My thought was beggars can't be choosers. But then she wasn't begging. I'm just trying to, give this woman who I presume needed the food.
Right. What appears to be a fucking boogaloo boy walks up to her and is like, eat this. And she's trepidatious. Continue.
She doesn't want any part of me. And she says, what? I said, well, I've got ribs. I've got corn on the cob. I then noticed she had no teeth, so that wasn't going to be a selling point for her. I said, I've got an orange soda. I've got water. I've got chicken, and I've got some vegetables. She said, no, thank you. I'm full. And she pulled up her shirt and showed me her stomach. She refused the food. I got back in the car. Jacqueline said, how did it go? God told you to reach that person. I said, no, I misread it. We got to find someone else. She goes, well, let's go to the Greyhound bus station, because there's usually a lot of people hanging out there. I go to the Greyhound bus station. I see a guy. He's sitting on the steps, and I have the same kind of conversation. My opening is about the same. And he was so thankful, and he was so grateful, and he was so nice. And he took the food, and then he said, can I have some money as well? And I said, sure. And I gave $5 to him, which I thought was a sizable interaction as I was helping this person out. $5, not a 1, but a 5. And he said, just a 5? He said, what else you got? So I gave him a 20, and I gave him the food and a 20, and I got back in the car, and Jacqueline goes, you found your person. How was that? And I go, I don't feel really great about myself right now.
Mustache Tales.